What's up? Good morning. Technically, it's the afternoon. I'm just a little gloomy, and I'm just now having my coffee. So we are where we are. Shout out to my cousin for bringing me back this mug from Cancun. Isn't it so cute? Oh, it's so perfect. Anyway, so today what we're talking about is developing a greater level of confidence in our ability, our capacity, our capability of establishing, maintaining, and sustaining an environment of safety and security for ourselves. Over the past couple of months, something that I've been experiencing a lot was this hesitation. I really need to manifest this amount of money, but I don't really know if I can manifest this amount of money. And I don't want to say that I'm going to manifest this amount of money because I really don't know. It might come in, it might not come in, right? There's no standing firm and strong. There's $5,000 that is coming to me right here and right now, and I'm allowing my inner being to guide me to that in the best feeling way possible. I will have $5,000 in my bank account by the end of this week. Do you see? There's a complete different energy when it comes to manifestations, right? And showing up and being confident in your own capacity to allow yourself to receive what it is that you've asked for. And believing in your capacity to allow yourself to receive what it is that you've asked for is the same thing as being confident in your ability to make things happen for yourself in your life, right? Being confident in your power, in your influence over your life and over your life experience. And so we're talking about that shift and how to really step into that feeling of confidence, because I talked about this on like a Monday video, like a couple months ago, but I basically had been in this energy where I was like, just kind of shying away from things. I have to give one example of how this manifested, which it manifested in a couple different ways, but one example is like, let's say that I have a bill or something, right? And I'm like, okay, I know that I have this bill. I'm like, I know that I can manifest money, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to manifest the money for this bill. And so I really just don't want to show up confidently saying that I'm going to pay this bill, because what if it doesn't happen, and then I won't be able to believe in myself and all of those other things, right? Another example, everyday life example, is kind of just like driving on the freeway. I'm not the biggest fan of driving next to big rig trucks. And this is kind of something that I didn't really feel the safest doing, just being a young, newer driver a couple of years ago. Right now, the car that I'm currently driving is a Mini Cooper. And so it's just a lot tinier than the SUV that I was driving. My first car that I bought myself was an SUV, so it was a lot bigger, and so I kind of was a little bit more confident when I was driving in that car, because I'm like, okay, this big rig truck, it's more likely that they see me because I'm bigger, you know what I mean? And so now I am in this kind of smaller car, and I just have a little bit more anxiety, right? Driving on the freeway and, big cars, and like, oh my God, I hope that they see me. And you're like, oh my God, please don't turn on your turn signal, and don't fucking obliterate me on the middle of the freeway. You know what I mean? So every single time I'm driving and I see a big rig, I'm not opening the door right now, Jeff. I'm not opening the door. They bark to come outside with me and then want to paw at the door. Thank you for having a seat. Okay. So Jeff is like, don't call me out in the middle of your video. Okay. So, sorry, haven't washed my face. I just woke up. Okay. So, driving on the freeway, I get super duper anxious because, oh my God, this big rig could kill me. And so every single time I'm passing a big rig, I kind of have this like check-in moment with the universe where I'm like, okay, universe, like, don't let me die right now. And then I'm like holding my breath, and I'm like, okay, universe, like, you got my back. And then I like speed up the car, you know what I mean? And then I pass the big rig, and I'm like, oh, thank you, universe. I'm so happy that I didn't die, right? Another example, the last example, really, really good one is, and I think that this will be a little bit more, even though those were really specific, this may be a little bit general, and you'll be able to really apply this to your life and your own experience. when there's something out there that's happening, that's coming, and you're worried and worried and worried and worried and worried and worried and worried, and you're like, oh my God, I don't know if it's going to work out, but I think it's going to work out, and I hope it's going to work out, and I'm praying that it's going to work out, and I'm doing everything in my power, meaning I have done my step one ask. I have put it out there in the universe. I need $5,000 in my account. I'm taking my inspired action. Everything that feels good, that feels amazing, everything that I am called toward to do, like inspired to do, I'm doing it. Now it's the receiving part, and I'm still worried. I'm still in doubt, blah, 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 blah. And then you get the thing, and then it happens, right? And so this can be a phone bill. For me, it's happened a lot with like bills, right? Get the phone bill. You don't pay your phone bill. We're going to cut your phone bill off. You're like, oh my God. My phone bill gets cut off. 4 hours later, 24 hours later, the same fucking day. Oh, here's the money to pay my phone bill. And it's this relationship that you have with your manifestations and the things that you are needing, where it's like, oh my God, are my needs going to get met? Are my needs going to get met? Am I going to be safe? Am I going to be okay? And then it's like, oh, okay, actually, it turns out that I am going to be safe and I am going to be okay. Woo! That was crazy, you guys. I honestly did not see this coming. And then it happens again. You have some other moment, there's some other emergency, there's some other bill, there's some other something that's happening, right? Because you're in that cycle, and then all of a sudden you're stressed again, and all of a sudden you're going crazy again, and all of a sudden you are replaying out that cycle again and again and again and again. So when this happens to you enough times, Jade, be quiet. When this happens to you enough times, you kind of sort of start to get that, okay, I know that things are always working out for me. I know that it's going to be okay. I know that it's going to be okay because it was okay when I did this, and it was okay when this happened, and it was okay, and I have all of these other events, frame of reference. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be okay for me, but I still have a little bit of that doubt. I still have a little bit of that worry. You're going to shift this by now. I'm trying to say how I want to say this. Okay, I'm going to give you my process and how I've really shifted and transitioned out of this energy over these past couple of weeks, I want to say. Well, we've been working through it for the past couple months, but big shifts, okay? So, I have been manifesting grocery store trips. I need food. I need this. I need this. I need this. Universe, I need laundry detergent. I need dishwasher detergent. I need to buy some new Snickers so I can replace the Snickers of my cousins that I ate while she was out of town. I need this and I need this and I need this. And I'm just going to let it go, and the universe is going to figure out a way to get that to me. And then within 24 hours, the universe figures out a way to get that to me. Universe, I need this money to pay my phone bill. And I'm just putting it out there, and the money that's going to pay my phone bill is coming. I'm just allowing it in. 24 hours, manifestation coming in. And so as I've been practicing this for the past month, and the manifestations keep coming in, I tell the universe, I want some house shoes. I want some super duper comfy house shoes. My cousin and my aunt come back from vacation last night, and my cousin pulls out some Reeboks. She was going to give them to her son. She was like, wait, do you want these? And I was like, oh my God, yes. And I was like, can I wear these in the house? And she was like, yeah, you can wear them in the house. And I was like, oh my God. She was like, what? You were saying that you wanted to manifest some house shoes? And I was like, that's exactly what the fuck I was doing. Like literally no more than 24 hours had passed. And so it's like my wants and my desires are just coming into my life. And so this is about, I'm not opening the door, Jeff. And so this is about what I've been doing as these things have been coming in, because you have to notice, right? You have to be aware of the things that you want coming in, of the things that you're asking for coming in. And a lot of us, when we're in those cycles of, oh my God, there's one big, huge, life-threatening emergency, and we have to fight this, and we have to beat this, and we have to get over this thing. And then when you get over it and everything is okay, all of a sudden another thing has popped up, right? There's like this brief moment maybe of peace, and then it's another thing. And so you're just consistently in that survival mode, and you never give yourself the time to sit and be in that energy. And that's one of the things that happened for me with my cell phone bill. Spirit was literally like, can you just sit? Can you just sit in the fact that you asked for this money and this money came to you? It didn't come to me the way that I thought it would come to me, but that's okay, because the how is never my business. The money that you asked for is here. The grocery store trips that you've been asking for are here consistently. The money is coming to you, and you are literally not doing anything but telling the universe, I'm open to receiving this money. You have to sit and you have to really acknowledge all of the things that are coming in for you. Even if it's, I really wanted to manifest a case of water bottles, and I got the water bottles that I've been wanting, and I'm just super grateful for these water bottles because I've been drinking water out of the refrigerator and I don't know when the filter's been changed and all of these other things, and sometimes I feel a little bit nauseous, and I know that I don't have COVID and all of these other things, and I'm definitely not pregnant, so I don't really know why I'm nauseous, but I kind of feel like I should stop drinking the refrigerator water. And even if it's just for my peace of mind, that means I'm gonna go get my bottled water, period, point blank. So we've been putting it out there. Okay, I just need to go get a case of waters. Boom, got a case of waters today. Another manifestation that I've come in. So really what we're talking about is changing and shifting your focus. And if you can change and shift your focus from, oh my God, I have all of these problems to solve, to, oh my God, look at all of these solutions just coming in over and over and over and over and over again. And I got this that I wanted, and I got that I wanted, and I came out here and I wanted to go on hikes, and I've been going on hikes, and I got this hiking spot, and that cost $5 to park, but then I also manifested another hiking spot, and that's free parking. And so depending on where I am financially, I always have the opportunity of a place to go and hike and connect with nature and get a stream and touch that and all of that amazingness. And boom, look at all of these manifestations that are just coming in. And it's one of those, the more you become aware of it, the more that you notice it, then the more it occurs. And it's not even necessarily that it's occurring more and more. You're just noticing it more and more. It's coming, it's being brought to your awareness more and more. And so it seems like it's more, right? It's one of those you don't notice a specific car all of the time, but then you start liking a car, or you have one interaction with a car, you meet somebody with a specific car, and it's like, oh my God, everybody drives the yellow fucking Jeep. If you're not at that place where you're recognizing your manifestations coming in, another thing you can do is sit and meditate on something, do something random. Chickens, geese, dogs. I would do something a little bit more rare. Umbrellas. Yellow Jeeps. Just sit and focus on yellow Jeeps. I think Till Swan is the person that introduced this exercise to me. If you can just sit and meditate on yellow Jeeps for like 15 minutes, honestly, I feel like you could get away with 5, but whatever. Sit and just focus on yellow Jeeps, looking at pictures of yellow Jeeps, yellow Jeeps, yellow Jeeps, yellow Jeeps, talking about yellow Jeeps. And then soon enough, you will start having yellow Jeeps popping up left and right. You won't be able to get away from yellow Jeeps. And basically what these exercises are doing is helping you to bring greater awareness to your power and your influence over what you are experiencing. What you're viewing, what you're seeing is something that you are experiencing. And so what's happening is, as you're getting these manifestations in, you're noticing and you're recognizing several different things. For me, it's been 24-hour manifestations. And that's been helping me recognize you don't have to wait years and years and years for your manifestations to come in, like some people like to talk about patience and all of these other things. I had the perception that, okay, I said that I wanted it. Now the universe needs 3 months to get me the Prada boots that I asked for. The universe is like, no, we can work quicker, right? We don't want to talk about putting time restraints on things because sometimes that adds pressure. That's not our focus in this video. So you're focusing on all of these things that I'm asking for that are coming in. I asked for more help, and then I opened up YouTube, and then I saw a video by Nathallie Hughes, and now I have all of this months, years worth of content that I can watch, that I can heal with, and I can rewatch videos, and I can get new messages. And then Nathallie Hughes talks about this other healer, so then I go to this other healer, and then she has a whole playlist called Things to Feel Better, and so I go and watch that, and I am always being guided to the help that I am asking for, and blah 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 blah, right? So the more that you do this, what you're doing is establishing a relationship of trust. between you and your inner being. And this is building up momentum, establishing new beliefs, establishing a new expectation, a default expectation. When you expect something, that's when you have an instant manifestation. And an expectation is when your desire and your belief meet. I have the desire to manifest a grocery shopping trip to get more food because I'm hungry, and I have the belief that the universe can figure out a way to get some food in my kitchen, and so it manifests very quickly for me, right? So I've been strengthening this default expectation of getting what I want, getting what I ask for me and my relationship with the universe over the past couple of months, years. My conversations with the universe, breakdowns, have been, I feel like nobody is listening to me. I am not opening the door. I'm almost done. Have a seat. Jesus. My conversations with the universe have been, I feel like nobody is listening to me. I feel like I'm putting all of these things into my vortex, and where are they? Where are the results? And so when I get the 24-hour manifestation, it's, oh my God, you're listening. You're listening to me. As these things happen more and more and more, and I pay more and more attention to them, then it's, oh my God, wait, the things that I asked you for, you're really bringing them? Manifesting, living in this home that has everything that I asked for. Do you want to say hi, Jade? Do you want to say hi? Come here. Hold on. Manifesting everything I asked for, literally in my freaking prayers. I was like, okay, universe, I'm going to move. I'm going to have a dog. And every single morning, my dog's going to wake me up. And every single morning, who is there right when I wake up, because we sleep together. And there are 2 dogs here. And I'm getting bit up outside. No. And there's amazing coffee. And there is a sewing machine, and there's so many things that I asked for in a home that I got when I moved here. And so it was like, that was one manifestation, and then everything I'm asking for coming in terms of grocery store things and bills. And so you just start to recognize, okay, the universe is listening to me when I'm speaking and when I'm thinking and when I'm showing up in the world. Pay attention more and more. My inner being is real. Tapping further into my emotions. Cool, got it. So now I trust that what I'm asking for is coming to me. I trust that the universe is figuring it out for me. Cool, awesome, great. Now, how do we shift from I'm afraid and I don't really want to show up in this way to I know that I'm going to be okay? Because you get to a point, as things continue to work out for you over and over and over again, that phrase, things just always work out for me, starts to resonate more and more and more and more and more. You believe it more and more and more. So if I know things are always working out for me, I worry less. I do. Even when I experience doubt, even when I experience fear, I think about the worst possible case scenario. And then I go, how would that serve my growth and expansion? And how would the universe come and get me out of this situation? And it would be something that I would laugh about years later because of my previous experience. I know this to be true. And so it doesn't even make sense for me to worry about the worst case scenario, because no matter what happens, I'm going to be triumphant. No matter what happens, I'm going to be okay. No matter what happens, I'm going to be safe. That's a feeling of safety and security. If I know and understand that no matter what happens, I'm going to be safe, that's the vibration of I have $30,000 in my bank account. That's the vibration of I have wealth. No matter what happens, I know that I'm going to be okay. No matter what happens, I know that I'm going to be safe. No matter what happens, I know that there are unlimited resources that I can call upon that are going to take care of me and that are going to get me what it is that I need. That's what we're establishing right now. And so as we recognize this more and more, our thought patterns and our beliefs change and shift in alignment with this. Our focus changes and shifts in alignment with this. And so what does that look like? it looks like in the little things. When you're driving on the freeway and you're in your Mini Cooper and there's a big ass 18-wheeler truck, instead of going, oh my God, I hope that I survive this and I hope that I'm gonna be okay. Instead, can you say, I know that I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna pass this truck. This truck is gonna pass me. I'm gonna be good to go. I'm super safe. It's such a subtle, small shift. And then when you do pass the truck, then can you acknowledge and bring awareness to that moment? Oh, I was right. I said that I was going to be safe. I said that I was going to be okay. I said that I was going to make it. I said that I was going to be taken care of, and I was. I'm going to get the money for this bill by the end of the week, and then that money comes in. I said that I was going to be okay. I said that I was going to get the money, and then I did. I was right. It's setting yourself up to give the universe opportunities to reaffirm your beliefs, the new beliefs that you are shaping. What's going to work? Teamwork, right? I'm driving home. I'm going to make it home safe. I know that I'm going to make it home safe. When I've made it home safe, I said that I was going to make it home safe, and I did make it home safe. I said that everything was going to be okay, and it was okay. I said that the universe was going to figure things out so that I could get to my appointment for my second dose. And I was going to get that vaccine, whether or not I was late, like Nicki Minaj said. I knew that I was going to get that vaccine no matter what, even though I thought I was showing up to my appointment 30 minutes late. And it turns out my appointment was for 1:15. And I literally got there and checked in at 1:30. Even when I'm under the impression that things aren't working out for me and that there is some sort of upheaval going on behind the scenes, the universe is working shit out for me. The universe is literally working shit out for me. It's literally unfolding perfectly. And so now I have a greater confidence in the universe, and I have a greater confidence in myself when I can project things into my future experience and allow myself to receive them. And so the more that you practice this, I'm going to the grocery store and I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to be incredibly safe, and I'm going to be incredibly taken care of the entire time. Every single person that I interact with is so incredibly kind to me, loving to me, caring to me. Everybody is always rushing to meet my needs. People are taking care of me in ways I don't even anticipate. As these things happen, it's the little things that build up to the big things. Because as this happens more and more and more, and you develop this relationship of trust with your inner being more and more and more, then it becomes, I have $5,000 coming to me by the end of this week. And I'm going to open myself up to play with the universe to allow all of the amazing millions of ways that $5,000 can get in my bank account this week to just come to me. I'm just going to allow it to unfold. Excuse me. That was a big shift for me. Okay? That's really it. That's all that I have to say. Start future casting for yourself. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be, I'm going to go walk to the corner and I'm going to walk back home and I'm going to be safe the entire time. And nothing bad is going to happen to me when I walk to the corner and when I walk home. And nothing bad is going to happen to me between now and the end of this. Except we probably wouldn't recommend that you say nothing bad is going to happen. We would probably put what you would rather want to experience. I'm going to go on the most lovely, amazing walk, and I'm going to see the most lovely, amazing wildlife. And I'm just going to be amazed by the beauty and the magnificence of the world, and I'm just allowing my inner being to do this. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I hope that this was super duper helpful for you. If you want to come and work with me, links on how to do that. You can work with me one-on-one, join my mastermind. All of that good stuff is in the description box down below. And there's also a free digital journal down below that'll really, really help you as you're doing this vision casting for your life, getting clarity on where you are now versus where you want to be, which is super duper amazing and helpful. Also, I have like a workbook that you can purchase, a manifestation workshop that you can purchase, and affirmation oracle decks, which are really, really good. Okay, that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.